Look, the one thing we learned that the Democrats did is they used impeachment for political reasons. We believe in the rule of law. We're not going to pick and choose just because somebody has power. We're going to uphold the law. At any time, our focus is going to be securing our border, making us energy independent, bringing these prices down, making our schools safe and our streets again, and holding this administration accountable. America has been through too much with people playing politics with the concept of impeachment, but if it rises to that level, we would have the law determine that.
That was House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy in Poland over the weekend on Sunday Morning Futures on the GOP's focus should they retake the majority in the House come November. Republicans think that they should move, some Republicans think they should move to impeach President Biden over not getting results for the American people and a host of other issues. Dagen McDowell, your thoughts. Good morning to you, Dagen.
Good morning, Maria. Why impeach President Biden when he's clearly cooking his own goose? Cooking his own duck, chicken, possum, or squirrel. He's burned up his reputation to a crisp. At the same time, the American people deserve better and best. And the Biden administration has clearly illustrated that they make bad decisions about the lives, futures, livelihoods, and children of the American people. They are driving wages down because of skyrocketing inflation, and then when you're upset about what's going on in this country, you get a sanctimonious, condescending, insensitive response from anybody and everybody in this administration. And the American people know that they make the best decisions about their livelihoods and their families, not those useless individuals in Washington.
Well, Greg Murphy, Congressman Murphy was with us on Friday, Dagen, and he said that all of the things that Joe Biden has done, whether it's bad policy, domestic policy, killing the XL pipeline and making America at a disadvantage because we are no longer energy independent, to the conflicts of interest over all of the money the family has taken in through Hunter Biden. And he said the reason that some people have pause about impeaching Biden is because the number two is worse. That's what Greg Murphy said on this program on Friday. They're all worried about Kamala being the president, and that's why they're cautious in terms of impeachment proceedings. I was stunned, but that's what he said on Friday.
I don't think that the Senate would ever vote to impeach President Biden if he was convicted of impeachment in the House. But again, the GOP knows that they ought to focus on what is best for the voters and the American people. Yeah. And that is fixing the financial situation. And Biden administration, stop trying to claim credit, like best year of job creation. You know what? You don't get credit for bringing back jobs that disappeared because the entire nation shut down 2 years ago.
Yeah, like Jennifer Rubin in the Washington Post, Brian, the other day tweeted, well, Biden's performance on the economy would be unmatched if not for inflation.
I mean, people don't buy it. That's why Republicans are set up to shellac Democrats in the midterms, and that's why you don't go down the impeachment road. You can win at the ballot box big time just by telling the story. Democrats are grasping for it. They're grasping at nothing at this point.